Hello and welcome back to the OG podcast, episode 8. Today we are missing Zach once again.
That's right.
But the people who actually talk are still here, so
Exactly. Let's go.
We don't know if it's gonna make much of a difference. Wait,
Finally,
what are you talking about? Come on, that was like an inflection. That wasn't a.
Okay.
Come on, that was an inflection.
I don't know about that one.
Come
I
on.
choked a little
Yeah.
bit.
Anyways,
Nick has like a strange. He had a little bit of pride in the fact that he's the only one that hasn't had a voice crack.
I haven't had a voice crack.
You have?
Not
Yes, you
yet.
have. Yes, he did.
Dude.
We went back and looked at the clip, dude.
I don't. Yeah, but when you guys pointed it out, like it.
no,
it
you've
wasn't
had
there.
plenty. You've had plenty.
I don't think so.
So, anyways, I shaved the beard, and now everything is going downhill.
That's what it is.
He's reverting back to
We're in
puberty.
a completely new place. This is not permanent. This is just
probably
happening
for this week.
for this
Or
week.
just for this episode.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah, shouldn't make a difference except for the fact that Brennan has two very loud.
Yeah. So
There's a dog currently walking around our little makeshift studio. So.
Yeah.
Brennan, you said you had a great, interesting week this week. So do you want to talk about it?
literally nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing. This week has been probably the most boring in a while. Other than, I guess I kind of changed the way I do my hair. But other than that, it's literally nothing.
He's got the new TikTok
I got, like, the
e-boy
TikTok
haircut.
freaking
Dude,
middle
if you
part.
don't watch the video podcast, I don't know what you're doing. It's so much better.
The thing about I personally, when I listen to podcasts, it's either when I'm driving or when I'm working.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're watching the video, like, props to you.
Yeah.
I definitely think the clips, like, if you can't get around to the episodes, like, that's the best way.
Oh, yeah.
Like to get the best of each episode.
Yeah.
We still encourage you to listen to the whole thing because
Yeah. The only thing with the highlights is, I mean, I make them, but still, I think that it's more kind of tailored stories, but like our in-between banter is really good. So if you're gonna tune into the full episode, if you can't do video, do audio just because it's so much. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's stuff that just completely just get left out. Like most of the making fun of me is left out of the stories.
Yeah.
That's very true. Yeah. If you want more make fun of Brennan content, you guys.
Oh yeah. You gotta go
Exactly.
the whole thing.
And like, I mean, we're pretty good about not like trying to like when we're telling stories. I feel like we're pretty good at like not leaving out like or being too visual, So
Yeah.
you don't. We just want to. I just like the reason I was like pushing for YouTube is just like I like having it on as many platforms as possible.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
Not everybody has Spotify. Not everybody listens to I don't know, Apple Podcasts or whatever. Even though if you have an iPhone, it's just downloaded on your phone, so you don't need to do anything. So yeah. Nick, do you got anything?
Anything other than the shaved face.
I don't know. I think I lost all my powers when I shaved my face.
Dude, Nick, there's like when I think about Nick, I think of like two eras. There's the before beard, and then there's the after beard.
Yeah, and like when it goes back, it's just not. It doesn't work.
Yeah, you can't.
It's like I don't know. I feel like a new person.
Yeah, you do look very different without it. Like it is.
Yeah, because this is not how it looked without it last time.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, yeah, it's so weird because like for most of our lives, we never had beards. But then as soon as you get the beard, and then everybody gets used to it, it's just like.
For most of your life, I mean, for my entire life. What do you mean?
Well, it's this weird. There's this weird phenomenon that I found out. It's like the lip. It's like the mustache. So like a few times I've shaved it into a mustache, just for fun, and it actually looked really good. But and anyways, it like wasn't that different. It was weird. It was like obviously there's a mustache now instead of a beard, but it wasn't that different. But then as soon as you shave the lip, it's here. There's such a big difference.
I get you.
That's the thing you notice first is the little above the lip. It's so weird. I don't know. And when you shaved for your interview, I remember that was the first thing I noticed. I was like what? And like when you're talking, it looks different.
Yeah, because like, well, one I have like, I don't know how to make this not sound weird, but I have big lips.
Yeah.
So like when you shave off the mustache, it kind of like
Brennan's jealous.
I wish I could grow.
Oh, I thought you were jealous of my big lips.
Oh.
No, that's what I was saying.
Wait, what?
That was the joke. Come on.
I was like,
Yeah, he's jealous of the big lips, you know? This joke's never dying.
No, I am jealous of their ability to grow beards though, because
Ethan-
that is something I cannot do.
Ethan's intro has opened up, of the last episode, has just opened up a complete wormhole for me. And
that
it's just,
whole episode was
oh
just
yeah.
Brennan liking dick. That
And
was- that
it's
was-
really hard to, it's really hard.
To veer away. Shut
To
up.
veer
yeah,
away
if you
from
didn't
it,
listen
yeah.
to the last episode, I mean, it was just all about Brennan talking about how much he loves penis. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, yep,
that's true.
100%.
You know.
You should go and listen to that.
it was a good episode. Anyway, I actually have a topic. I'm like,
Oh, sweet.
Oh wait, the beard topic was weird. I was liking that one. I was
Yeah.
digging that one.
So I've been really, I noticed like most of my topics are me being annoyed at something. So
Keep going.
Wait, what was that?
I'm not gonna address that.
Wait.
So we have these cameras in my house that you can speak through. If like you see someone walking in or something and you want to talk to, like my mom will just randomly pop in and talk to
Yeah.
me. So that's what she's doing right now to my dog out there. So you guys can hear.
Wait, you stop talking to us?
No, she's talking to my dog.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Anyway, continue.
That was a little strange. But, so you guys know about the Snyder Cut, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I cannot like comprehend like the hype for this movie. It literally like because all they've done so far is they've released pictures and they released trailers.
Yes.
There's like one trailer.
Yeah.
But even before any of that, everybody was like, dude, release the Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut. I'm like, did nobody watch Batman versus Superman? Like,
Who Snyder did that one too?
Yeah,
Didn't
no.
he? And
Yeah.
it was horrible.
he did Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
I didn't like either of them. A lot of people like Man of Steel.
Man of Steel wasn't
whatever.
bad.
But Batman vs Superman, like for sure, it's just terrible. It's all flash, no substance. That's literally Zack Snyder's like when I watched the trailer, I'm like, first of all, how it doesn't show me anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't convince me that this is gonna be any different than the Justice League. Which
Yeah.
is a pretty garbage movie. And like, oh my god, the pictures! Like this morning, he released a picture of Jared Leto's Joker,
Yeah.
who's going to be in the movie for some reason,
Yeah.
and he had the crown of thorns that Jesus has, and he's like going like this. I'm like, why in the world did you? Why did you like? There's no connection between Joker
Yeah.
and Jesus.
I've seen the pictures though of the new Joker. I like the Joker. I like what they did. I mean I know it's Jared Leto, but they like took out all the things that we didn't like about him and kind of made him this new creepier version. Because so basically what they're doing is like the dream sequence in Justice League where like Batman's in that weird desert place is actually real now.
Okay.
It's like a couple years in the future.
Yeah.
So that new Joker, that's what he looks like now. He has like this long hair, the tattoos are gone, and he looks really like grungy, I guess. But it looks good. I think, and then he, in the trailer he says we live in a society. They had to do that.
See, the thing is though, in the trailer it looks like they got rid of everything that we hated. See, we did hate the way he looked. We hated the face tattoos and everything, but a big reason why he sucked in the Suicide Squad. My bad. Yeah, it's because that freaking movie was so bad that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But
movie was terrible.
it's because he was a gangster. Like, they made him be like this big bad gangster that like was not like the crazy person that Joker is.
Yeah.
He was almost like they tried too hard to make him.
Yeah, Jared Leto was trying way too hard. I was like, I just wasn't about the vibe. Like, I get like you can interpret the Joker differently. That's fine, but like that was just not it. And like that's the thing is like, okay, yeah, he looks better. Like he like physically looked better, but like
Is he gonna? Well, we don't know. He
is
could
he?
be better.
Yeah, he-
also,
he could be.
why?
But, like, we don't know.
Also, why? He doesn't have to be in the Justice League.
No,
Yeah,
he
there's
doesn't.
no point.
He does not fit anywhere in there.
Darkseid doesn't either.
Yeah.
Like, and Darkseid's gonna be in. I guarantee you, Darkseid's gonna be in the movie for like 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
That's it. But like that's like half the trailer is like, look at Darkseid. He looks so cool. He looks so bad ass. Just it's like oh my god, dude, like, oh, the beginning when like Superman's dying, he's just like, oh, he's just screaming, oh, and then like there's like the freaking way. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's all the movie. That's all the trailer is. It's just like one-liners that sound good for the trailer, and then
This is
cool
what's-
looking shots.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is what's wrong with what Snyder does is he tries to like these big moments that we all love in movies. You know the big moments. Those are the ones we always remember. He tries to make every single scene have a moment, and it's like that's not what we need.
No.
There needs to be something else there. Like you can't just have all these moments because then it just nothing is meaningful.
Yeah, and yeah, I just think like,
And that's why the trailer scares me is because it's just a bunch more moments.
oh,
Yeah.
I had no faith in this movie. I like
No,
Yeah.
me
the
neither.
original.
I'm gonna
original's
watch
garbage.
it, but I'm gonna
Like,
watch it just because it's.
I mean, I'm not gonna pay for it. Like, I,
Yeah,
Oh,
if,
well,
if I
my-
somehow
yeah,
get to it
I
free,
have
then
it,
I'll watch
so.
it.
yeah, HBO Max is like slowly like what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's like proving its value or whatever. Like it's actually like
It's growing on you.
This or like yeah. So it's like okay, but I don't want to pay
Yeah.
for
Well,
5
but
different streaming.
Another
Shout out
thing, though,
to CSUMB. I get it for free. So
Wait, what?
yeah, my school gives it to me for free.
that's sick.
Why?
I don't know, but I'm like,
What
let's
the
go. yeah.
You're a college student, so here's your free entertainment. That's gonna
Yeah,
help you.
yeah. So I
Oh,
get to
that's-
watch
that's
all the
pretty cool,
movies.
though.
I didn't even watch Wonder Woman though. So,
But honestly, just because of what HBO Max is doing, though, I do not like them. They took away all the movies that were gonna go in theaters, and they're just going on HBO Max now.
I thought what they were doing was they were going to do both.
See,
I did too.
I don't think so because I remember reading about a bunch of stuff how all the theaters were really pissed off, and they like pulled out of.
What I heard was that they're gonna do like every movie that they're releasing in 2021 or whatever is gonna be on HBO Max like right as they release.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then-
remember them saying that they wouldn't be releasing theaters, but like if I was
That
a
would
movie
be
theater,
stupid.
I would still be mad. Like be like, okay, you're taking any incentive to go back to the movie theaters. It's like
Yeah.
it's literally the opposite of what we need once everything opens up. Like
Yeah.
movie theaters cannot die. They
No,
just
movie
can't.
theaters die.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's like,
That's
I don't- there's-
the only time I actually enjoy watching a movie is in the theater.
Yeah, it's so much harder. Like it's still like it doesn't matter if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. But it's like there's something about watching movies in the movie theater. It's just like that's so much. Like the screen's huge. You got a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah.
And the sound is like
Surround sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Not everybody has a freaking movie theater in the middle of their house. Like,
Yeah.
It's just like I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Like okay, watching a movie on your phone. Like don't tell me that you're like fine with that replacing movie theater.
No, it doesn't
Totally
compare at
not.
all to a movie theater.
Yeah. I kind of want to jump back to Snyder for one more thing.
All right.
Okay.
The thing that I really, really hate about at least his superhero movies is that he only does things because they're cool and he does not care about the character at all. Like,
Yeah.
especially Batman. Like,
Yep.
holy crap. He completely, utterly bastardized the character. He's like, he's not
Yeah.
even the same character. He's just,
I mean-
I'm shooting at everybody because I'm angry.
Yeah, and he kills
I'm like,
and
I'm like,
It's like Batman doesn't kill.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a lot of people like, oh, who cares? Like, is that really a big part of his? It's like yes,
yeah,
it's
it
like,
is.
The whole point of his character is like he wants to bring justice, but he still refuses to kill like people like the Joker.
Exactly,
Who,
like-
Yeah.
definitely, most people would be like, yeah, he deserves to die.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm not gonna like do what. I'm not gonna become the very thing I
Yeah.
swore to fight against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge part of his character, and like in this movie, all he is I'm mad at Superman. I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill him.
It's really.
And then the Martha scene is just god awful. Like I get the sentiment, like I get what you're doing, but like that's how you decide to show it.
I hate that.
He says,
Oh my
"Save
gosh.
Martha." Dude, that's your mom. Like you
Yeah.
don't just go in your dying words be like, "Save my mom's first name." Like you would never say your mom's first name in your dying breath.
Yeah.
it's it's
But
absurd.
you don't love your mom that much? What the heck? You won't say your mom's name in your dying
No, I
breath?
would say mom. If I love my mom, I'd call her mom. That's how
Oh,
I
that's
see
true.
it.
But what
Yeah,
if the
that's
person
a
doesn't
good
know who
point.
mom is?
That was a good point.
Yeah, but like if you want him to like, sympathize with you, you would be like, save my mom at least.
Yeah.
And then if he asked what his mom's name was,
Maybe he
it would make
secretly-
a little more sense.
Maybe
Well-
he secretly knew.
Maybe because she's like, I mean, she is his mom, but like not technically.
Yeah, but that come
So
on.
then-
he doesn't even know what his mom. I don't even know if he knows what his mom's name is in this universe. Anyway, I don't know. But dude, that's definitely who he considers his mom. 100%.
Yeah.
Don't
No, obviously.
I just think he doesn't know how to write, so he's just let's just make him say Martha. Yeah. No, it's just the whole all of his movies are just him jacking off in front of the camera. Basically, that's just the whole movie.
Okay.
One big load on screen. That's all it is. Just Zack Snyder's load. That's all you're watching.
Okay.
All right, that was my topic. So.
Okay. I think we try to stray away from topics like this, but do you guys want to talk about Gina Carano?
I do want to talk about Gina Carano.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with talking about that.
Yeah. I think we should just set political beliefs aside, and we should just talk about I think the principles.
Yeah, the right and wrong of it.
Well, I think the idea of taking something that somebody has said that long ago and using that against them now is just not right.
Well, the reason why she was canceled in the first place or now is because of something she had just said, something recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So in I guess to kind of explain it, what she said. She said how Republicans are treated now is how the Jews were treated before the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Well,
I heard about that.
Okay, I just listened to this is the whole situation because I keep up with political stuff.
Yeah.
So back a few months ago, I think it was only a few months. It was actually last year. Now that I think about it,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a whole year ago. She everyone on Twitter, whatever. Twitter's Twitter, and they were she got a bunch of messages being yo, put pronouns in your bio, pronouns in your bio, blah blah blah, and then she's no,
Yeah.
don't tell me what to do, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she does that, and then she changes her name to say Gina Carano, and then it says beep /boop /Bob, and it posts a picture of R2D2.
I saw that.
So that was the first thing that she did.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a whole year ago, and everyone then started the whole fire Gina Carano thing.
Yeah.
And then more recently, there's obviously the election stuff. She was one of the people that was we need to curb voter fraud, there should be voter ID, which in my opinion isn't controversial.
I think everybody agrees that we want to have.
Well, you'd
fair
be
election.
surprised,
Yeah.
But she's not out there spreading conspiracy theories.
No,
That was basically her main thing was voter fraud is bad. Oh, okay, big deal. Big whoop. And then she also said something about the masks. And obviously, that's a big thing right now.
Yeah.
Should you mask? Should you not mask? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The point is she's not the only one saying that.
Exactly.
And it's not there are high-profile people that are anti-mask, and there are high-profile people that are not anti-mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so... And then, obviously, the most recent one was a picture of a Jewish woman running away from, I think it was a group. It was either a group of Nazis or, just people on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is during the Holocaust, and she's basically, to sum up her point, was that, Jews didn't start out, being just killed by Nazis in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
What they did originally was they got their fellow man to hate them. German, regular German people to just hate them, just think that they're subhuman, and then they started slowly implementing,
the stuff that
up
came
until the
after.
final solution and the concentration camps and stuff. And she was how is that any different than hating someone for their political beliefs? Which I'm I don't have a problem with that point. That point is obviously true. The first step into dehumanizing, or the first step into persecuting people is dehumanizing them.
Yeah.
So, and you see a lot of people oh, you voted for Trump? Oh, you're a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is happening 100%.
Yeah.
And there are people that are in the media and stuff that are calling Trump and Trump supporters Nazis and blah blah blah. Or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's it is happening, but it's not the Holocaust.
Exactly. I think that was pretty extreme.
It was a pretty extreme. You should never compare anything to the Holocaust.
Exactly.
There's no point.
Exactly. I think that was a little bit. Yeah, she definitely shouldn't have
But
compared
who cares,
it to.
right? It doesn't matter what someone says. The point that I like really despise is that she got like people were like on Twitter like forcing this issue like fire her. They do not care about her and her well-being. They don't even care whether or not like they just want to do it because they want to feel they want to like have power. You know, that's what the mob does.
Exactly.
They actually don't even care about the issue. Like they like please tell me that these people like are like their days are ruined because Gina Carano is on The Mandalorian. Like
exactly.
So yeah, and then the Lucasfilm decided not to renew whatever their contract, and then she got picked up by Ben Shapiro and his company, and now they're doing a movie. So that's the situation. I like whatever. I don't really care about the stuff that surrounds it. Mm-hmm. It's just the point is people are gonna believe different things than you, and it's not like there were people saying she's an anti-Semite. She hates Jews. I'm like, you are an idiot.
Yeah.
If you actually think that post.
Yeah.
Was her.
I didn't hear about that.
Like the statement that the Lucasfilm representative gave was something along the lines like, her post denigrating people for their cultural identity and or beliefs is reprehensible and abhorrent. And I'm like, that's not what she did.
Yeah.
See, and what really ticks me off about that too is I have no problem with Pedro Pascal. Or that's the name, right?
Yeah.
So, but I guess a few months ago, I don't know if this is true. I just heard about this. That he compared Republicans to Nazis.
So what he did was he compared he put a picture, and it's a picture of like these kids behind like bars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then another one was like a bunch of Jewish children during the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And it was like hashtag This Is America. And I was like, first of all, the picture was not from America. But the point is that like he's talking about the kids at the border. Into the I don't know what you would call the facilities or whatever. Separating them from their families because that's the border procedure. And he was like, "This is America." I'm like, so here's this guy blatantly comparing something to the Holocaust. Like that's a lot of people are like, you shouldn't compare things to the Holocaust. That's why she deserves to be fired. I'm like, I agree that that's not a good thing. That's an issue. But it's like there are other people that have done it, and there are other people that are currently doing it, and they don't get any repercussions.
Yeah, like I don't think Pedro Pascal should have been fired for that.
No,
but it's if you're gonna fire Gina Carano for it, it's like why hasn't Pedro Pascal gone under any fire for that?
It's just, I think, all in all, this is just very dangerous. Is that like we have this mob. That's what we're calling it. All these people on Twitter that have this power to take people out of jobs and ruin their livelihoods. Like that is very scary and dangerous, and it can happen to anyone, and it has been happening to a lot of people.
Yeah, it can.
And I think that on either side, like that is just dangerous for any kind of censorship of any kind. Whenever we start taking away the First Amendment, that's when it gets really, really scary for me. I think we should all. Obviously, except for inciting violence and all that, but but I think that free speech should be protected. I don't think that there should be any censorship of any kind.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, Twitter can do whatever."
Like you can stop watching The Mandalorian if you really don't like that that she is a conservative. Mm-hmm. Like if you don't like that and you really can't stand to look at her, just don't watch the show.
Yeah, they have exactly. It's like
she's not in every episode. Like, come on.
Exactly. She was in like 1 this season, 2 this season.
It's like, I just think that, that she should have the right to say what she wants, and that you should have the right to be like, oh, I just don't want to associate with myself.
That's the thing is people don't actually, like, this doesn't actually ruin the show for anybody.
At all.
Like, her involvement doesn't actually, like, there are, like, I don't, like, obviously these people on Twitter are insane. Like, I guarantee you, even a majority of them, if nobody addressed it, like, if Lucasfilm decided to stick to their guns and just keep her on the show, a vast majority of people would literally not care.
Yeah, I don't think
they would just be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
Next season when it comes on and when she is was gonna be in it.
Yeah.
No one would have said anything. Everybody would have forgotten about it. No one would have cared.
Yeah.
Maybe one person on Twitter would have tagged Disney or something, but that wouldn't matter.
The vast majority of people don't even know that this is happening.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like I'm just saying like, and I think just to the more broader point is like, Twitter can censor you. That's their right. Like even though whatever, it's their right. These companies can do whatever, and these companies can fire people for whatever reason that they want. That's their right. But I think as a culture, like as a society, we should be not just being like, like we stand for free speech and like you have the right to say whatever you want. We should actually like promote that in our culture. So like even in places where you have the right to silence people, like that shouldn't be encouraged. We shouldn't just walk away and be like, it's fine, whatever. It's like they're right. It's like there are a lot of things that you have the right to do that you shouldn't do. Yeah. And so like I think it's like people just like brushing this off like it's not a problem is just it's absolutely absurd. It's like it's just so annoying. It's like and it's gonna like don't act like you're safe from it because there are people like that you probably don't even know about that all it takes is someone resurfacing an old joke that you made.
Yeah,
or
it's
an
like
old podcast episode.
Exactly. Like I think
showing it to your employer and then you're gone. Or like there's stories of kids being rejected or like having their college admittance revoked because they said the N-word on video. I'm like, bro, like 5 years ago. I'm like, dude, like you should hear insane.
You should hear like the boys' locker room or just any kind of like it's like kids are stupid.
These people act like they've never been to high school.
Kids are stupid. We all know this.
Yeah, to think that you're like on this high horse, like that you've never said anything bad, that you've never done anything wrong.
Exactly.
It's just ridiculous. I'm like, the amount of people that are canceling these people like Gina Carano, like guaranteed 90% of them have said something that they would cancel someone over.
Yes,
someone else.
100%.
So.
So, have you guys ever read Percy Jackson?
No.
No.
I read like half of the first one like when I was in like 7th grade, and I liked what I read of it, but I just stopped reading it.
Nick, did you ever?
Yeah, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a really boring topic.
Well, I just want to say something because I bought this book about like just Greek mythology in general, and Greek mythology is the most screwed up thing I have ever like looked into in my entire life.
Half the gods are born from like
it is
drops of blood or drops of bodily fluids being brought to the earth and landing on like someone's face and like
what the heck?
going down them, and then boop, there's Zeus. I don't know. I can't remember which god specifically. I know Athena was like
Dionysus is literally dropped from.
You mean Dionysus?
Whatever, same thing. Okay. But like all the Greek mythology is just littered with incest and I know, and rape, and like I was reading about all this stuff and I'm just like, how did anyone worship like or try to even worship these people? It was like the way they described it was so horrible.
Yeah, I took a Greek mythology class for my first quarter of college, and basically they didn't really like care about the gods. They just kind of were like, okay, we like to do things, so we should make a god to be like, okay, to have like an excuse to do it. So like Dionysus, for example, he's like the god of wine, party, and stuff. So they're like, well, we want an excuse to party, so like basically they don't like go to church and like, you know, sit at the altar and like bow down and stuff. They just kind of like everything they do is in service of a god, basically. Yeah. And it's just kind of like them living their normal life, but being like, oh, I'm doing this in the name of Poseidon, or I'm doing this in the name of this. Like that's all it is. Mm-hmm. But it's all like I don't know how they came up with the stories. It's all screwed up.
It's so bad. Yeah. Like I just reading it, I was like, everybody who was born killed their like parents, and then like that's what spread the monsters and stuff. And then it was just like, just people getting raped, having other gods.
Yeah.
Just like it was like, why is that?
There are stories of like certain gods like turning into animals, and then they'll court like basically like a woman or something, or like they'll stalk them as like a cow or something, or like a lizard, and then they'll just reappear, and then they'll have sex with them, and then go back to the Olympus or whatever, and then boom, there's your new demigod, you know.
There's a specific story about Zeus turning into a bull and coaxing like a bull out of all things to coax someone.
Yeah,
but he turned into a super cute bull, I guess.
Oh yeah,
and coaxed this really pretty princess to like sitting on him, and then he took off and like ran over the water and sat like to an island where it was just the two of them, raped her, had the kid on the island, and then let them to stay there on the island by themselves until the kids were grown. It's just like, why is this the stuff that happens? Like, if you're a god, I guarantee you have the power.
Yeah, like who wrote that?
Exactly. Who came up with this story?
Yeah.
Because it's so messed up on so many levels that it's just, I don't understand how, what sane person came up with the stories that told me.
Yeah.
They were some fucked up people. they were very degenerate.
Oh my god.
To put it simply, I had an art history class and they kind of went through Greece and Rome and stuff. And like the Romans, for example, they just like had dicks like on their walls, like on their front door, like.
Well, yeah. If you look
Have you
at
seen the statues?
Yeah, any of the statues, they have tiny little peckers just.
Not even like they would literally put dicks on their walls to be like, oh, I'm warding off like an evil spirit. So like you walk around like the city, like some cities in like the Roman.
Wait, haven't you seen Brennan's room?
Oh.
Does the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Brennan has an impressive dildo collection.
Oh yeah. Why? No, yeah, but I bought the book and I was reading to like learn more about it because I'm really into that series, and I had to talk about it.
So you bought Percy Jackson books, or you bought a book about Greek mythology?
Both.
Okay,
But
so that's
like
where you learned about all.
Yeah, so I like know more about the gods that the books were talking about, but it's just like I needed to say something because it's like how. Oh my! I can't wrap my mind around how people just made this stuff up. Oh.
Yeah, we're like now it's like you think we're freaking our culture is freaking degenerate. No,
Yeah, and then you look at you look
I think
at
we've come a
the
long
people
way.
before us and you're just oh my.
No, I do have many gripes with our generation. I think we're one of the worst. One of the worst.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We have like the worst attention spans. Like everything that we do is condensed down into like 5-second things. Like TikTok is like the biggest thing right now.
Yeah.
And they're just 6-second videos, 10-second videos of just like, and half the time they aren't even talking. It's just like pointing to something,
Yeah.
and then dancing, and then you're like, woo, like that's, and they get millions and millions
Yeah.
and millions and billions of views.
Dude,
and
that's
get
what I
paid
wanna know.
Millions and millions of dollars.
How some people are just so lucky to blow up for doing stupid stuff like that, and then they have a career based off
Yeah.
of them pointing at something on a screen, and it's just like
The women I get, like the reason that the
Oh
women
my
get
God, Ethan.
is-
well, no, that's
is
like an
because,
actual thing.
Like
though.
No, I
guys,
know, I
like,
know.
Everybody's just oh they're attractive. And
Yeah, exactly.
They give them like female streamers. I get that they are funny and interesting, but like come on, you know that 90% of their revenue comes from people that are just simping for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with these freaking TikTok girls.
No, 100%.
But
Yeah.
what I don't understand is that there are famous TikTok guys.
What do you mean? It's the same.
Well, it's because-
it's the same way. It's the
girls-
same.
girls
that sim- but
It's
they
the
don't
same
do
thing
this.
reversed.
No, but they're doing they're dancing like.
It's the same
I'm sorry.
thing.
What
but
girls find them attractive?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, so the guys, it's even worse. I don't know if you've ever downloaded the app.
I do have it.
Unfortunately, I had downloaded it, but I never actually used it.
I
okay.
have downloaded
I
it.
just let the
use it.
Chinese.
You use
I just
it?
let the
I use
Chinese
it, yeah.
see all my
Okay.
information, but I didn't actually use it. So.
Well, the OGs has a TikTok, unfortunately, because we want to grow. But
Exactly.
Wait,
follow
Uh,
TikTok.
but the guys is so awkward. So like, there's like these acting challenges.
Oh
Which
my-
is, yeah. See, you already know.
I know
I
exactly
have no
what you're talking
idea.
about.
I'm
And it's not even like a scene, right? It's not even like something like an iconic movie scene or anything. It's just like a regular. It's like the POV thing, right? And it's just like it's so awkward. It's just basically a guy looking at the camera and like saying a few lines. Or sometimes it's not even.
I know what you're talking about.
Or sometimes-
you're supposed to like.
Yeah.
play with
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
It'll
you're supposed to like
put the lines
you're supposed to
under
like
him that you're supposed to say
duet.
back.
You're supposed to like duet it
Oh,
or whatever.
I hate those videos.
But some of them are
I've seen a
even
few.
worse. It's not an acting challenge. It's not anything. It's just a guy looking at the camera with a filter. I'm dead serious.
And then you're supposed to act with.
I'm
that,
dead
or
serious.
what?
No,
There's no acting challenge. That's the video,
There's just
and
video.
it gets millions of views because it's just this attractive guy.
Okay,
I
that's
think
what it is.
TikTok has created this weird culture of just people that are just very
Worst.
like. It's a very horny app. I'm
No,
gonna be
but
serious.
you're dead serious. You are
Like,
100% serious.
Everybody is just talking, and I'm like, these are like 16-year-olds I'm watching, and they're like putting a caption about how they really want to do it with their boyfriend. I'm like, what am I looking at? You're 16.
The
What are
worst
you
is when
doing?
it'll be like a 14-year-old or something like that, and then like the song they're playing, and they're like mouthing the words to it,
Yeah.
and it's just like, and it's WAP, it's like WAP, and it's like they're singing the words to it. I'm just like, you shouldn't even know what that means.
They've created this really disgusting culture that I really don't like.
I miss when TikTok first came out.
No, yeah.
And like at first,
No,
people
there are some really funny people still
no,
on there.
First TikTok came out and then nobody cared about it. It was like, this is lame. This is just
Yeah.
another stupid app. And then everybody started making fun of it. So they like would go on TikTok and then they would like, the trends that are trending now was what was trending back then. People doing the response
dances,
thing,
yeah.
the dances. So what people would do is like you just have someone like acting like super emotional for like the stupid acting challenges. Then you just have someone on the right like laughing at them or something.
Oh yeah.
Or
Oh yeah.
Or they would do the thing where they would jump on the phone like with their butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those are like it's like I was like, okay, TikTok's like it's lame, but like I'm glad that most people recognize that. But then somehow
It reversed.
We just stopped doing that.
It reversed.
Yeah.
And like it went back and like
Yeah,
reverted.
no,
I'm like,
and
what happened?
yeah, now it's back to the dances that make you very uncomfortable being very popular. And just, oh my gosh, it's I really don't like it. Yeah.
Have you seen someone like record a TikTok in the flesh?
Dude,
Yes.
when you're in in public and you're walking around and then you'll see like teenage girls just like have their phone up like leaning against
Oh
something.
yeah, no.
And then they're like, and they do the little dance, and then they go run to their phone, and they watch for a second. They're like, oh, it's not good enough. And then they go back to the middle of like in the middle of public and like the middle of everyone's way, and just try to do it again. And you're just like, do you not understand how embarrassing that should be?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's one thing like seeing it on TikTok or seeing it on the internet, but then it's just another when you actually like you're seeing real people like actually stop what they're doing and be like, let's record a TikTok, and you're like,
Oh my gosh. No, yeah. So like so you guys graduated before me.
Yes.
So I think I was we were like the last generation to kind of like not. It was like maybe half of our class, like half of the girls.
Yeah.
Pretty much that was it. None of the guys cared. But Brennan's sister is right here. I can't imagine how bad it is.
Dude.
I think so your brother,
yeah,
I would say he's probably like, you would take simp and take the complete opposite of simp. That's what your brother is. He's like very just like a man, and he's just like, he's very like grounded and down to earth.
yeah.
And he likes TikTok and he watches it and he watches it all the time. And I'm like, it's ruining people. It's ruining it's like it's everywhere, and it's like this
Emasculated.
it's like this toxic like drug that everybody's taking.
The content like is just like I'm a Twitter user. Like I'm not saying like my space is much better, but it's like TikTok. Like the content just is like, how in the world are you like? How are you entertained by people just doing this dumb? Like half the time it's literally just like someone looking in a camera and just like doing this, like looking around, and then it'll just have like a caption, and then the next frame will just be like just. Like a different filter, like
no. Do you remember? Do you remember? I can't remember what it was called. It was on like Musical.ly, like
Which is TikTok.
yes, I know.
Yeah.
But it was like that one. It was like that challenge. It was it's always has to be a challenge. I hate this generation of challenges.
Yeah, why is
Anyways,
it's called a challenge?
but,
Like,
like,
it's a challenge anyway.
No, you remember?
Choke on sin.
It would be like the girls. They would like put a bunch of like makeup on and make themselves like ugly, right? They would like put the weird lipstick. You don't remember this?
I do remember this. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know
going.
exactly
Oh my
what you're
gosh,
talking
yeah. So they would like put some like ugly makeup on or something and like try to look as ugly as possible, right? And they would just like draw random things on their faces, like acne and stuff. And then like it would switch with the song. I can't remember the
there'd
song.
be some sort of transition.
and then they would like look super pretty, right?
Yeah.
It would just be like them all dressed
I
up.
feel like I remember something to that.
Literally, like that. People made fun of that. Like it was popular for a while, and then people were like, "Okay, this is kind of stupid." That is all TikTok is now.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
But see,
And it's like in a bunch of different. So like one of the most recent formats is like, oh, I know you just wanted me for my homework, but now like I know you wanted me for my
know
homework,
exactly what
but
you're
look
talking
at how I look when I'm pretty. Basically, that's
Yeah.
what it is, and it is horrible.
But see, the thing is, even with those ones though, it takes more work than for the girls that just dance, like do
How
up
is
there
it?
and just flail their arms. Because at least they have to like they go and they make the transition. They make like they have to change. I'm not saying it's good at all. It's still bad, super bad. But it's like
what really ticks me off is like people like Charlie D'Amelio.
Okay.
Has like 112 million followers
Yes.
on TikTok.
Yes.
Girl is 16 years old.
Yes.
And if you ever like look through her comments,
Oh, I
it
can't
is
imagine.
it is the worst thing that you ever. It is literally like it's like you're on Pornhub and you're like looking through the comments. It's like that's what it is.
No, Pornhub. The Pornhub comments are the best. Comments
They're actually like not at all about what's going on.
It's either someone being like, it's either someone that's just like super depressed, like I'm so lonely, like, or just someone like someone with like an Obama profile picture being like, this is really good.
No, but it's just like what I'm saying is people like that who literally don't do anything other than dance or just stare at the camera will get millions and millions of views. But then people like there's actually some really cool things that you'll see on TikTok, like people that put a lot of time in like to like their editing and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like those don't get anything. And like if they do, it's nowhere near the same traction that builds up for people like her. And it's just like it makes no sense because first of all, she's underage. So all the people that are watching her and making these comments and stuff should be arrested. I'm sorry.
Well, how do you know that they're not kids too?
Huh? Because if you look at their profile pictures,
The freaking
So-
like the old man. It's like
So
Exactly.
So one of my friends, he'll screen record some TikToks and then he'll like show the comments, and there's literally people that are just like, I'm 18 but I don't care. like you're admitting it. Like
Okay, I'm
you're
not
just
gonna-
trying to criminalizing yourself.
I'm not gonna give any names because if I said his name, he would kill me. But he should feel bad about this.
Yes.
So I went and visited. Well, actually, I was coming back. It was actually right at the beginning of. It was actually right at the beginning of
We
the
all know.
pandemic, and I was coming home from UCSB because obviously they shut down, and so I stopped at Cal Poly, and I just like got dinner with a couple friends, and then I went on my way. So when we were at dinner, we were talking. It's just kind of like got in the same conversation about like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends was just like, "Yeah, I just love TikTok, and like I just love it's like I just do it for the hot girls." And we're like, and okay, whatever. That on its own is not that bad. It's just like it's kind of weird. But then we were like, dude, you know that like most of them are like underage, like so like we thought we got him, like oh gotcha. And he was like, no, I don't care, like Charlie D'Amelio, like.
Oh my God!
I'd be like, bro, you are an adult. Like you are openly.
none of us
like,
are under 18.
but like it's just when you recognize that, like when you're aware of the fact that this person is underage, and you're just like, it's like you don't know them. Like, you have no actual connection to them. All you know is that they're underage.
Yes.
And usually on TikTok, like they're not just 17. Like they're not they're not like almost 18. It's
No,
usually,
they're
like,
all like
16
16 and under.
Oh yeah.
And like I had this conversation a year ago with my friend, and it's like, okay, well we were like I think we were 19. I think he might have been 18. So whatever. Maybe he does get the pass, but it's like he was still just like yo, like they're underage and I don't care. I'm like, dude, you
Oh
can't,
my
you
God.
can't do that.
The
I'm
fact
sorry.
that he name dropped Charlie D'Amelio.
Okay, look, I don't remember if he specifically did that. But
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
almost positive he did. I don't know if he listens. I know the friend that I was visiting listens, so maybe he can back me up later on. I don't know. But the point is that you shouldn't be proud of it, and you shouldn't be like I get not being like, okay, at least he was being honest, I guess, but just a little uncomfortable. I'm like,
Yeah, he's being honest about being a pedophile. Like,
I'm just like,
I mean,
he's not.
Yeah, he's not a pedophile.
no, he's not. He's
But
not.
he
But
It's
just,
it's
like-
still just bad.
It's
It's
the
not
fact-
good.
It's just
the
bad.
thought of it. It's the thought of it. Like it just.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's just the way he was saying it. It was just like, dude, you definitely crossed the line. It was like, what are you talking about? You need to stop right now.
Yeah, but it's like once she's 18, you're 20. It's not weird anymore. But like, it's just that 18 to like 16. It's because you are an adult. She is a minor. That's like that is what it is.
Hey, it's like context always matters, and I think in this context it was bad. So
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like, but
To sum it up, TikTok is just horrible.
Yes,
TikTok
it's just
look at what it's brought out. It's
Exactly.
brought out the
worst in us.
borderline pedophilia in
yeah.
us, I guess
Yeah.
somehow. Yeah, I'd like
Trump
Right.
should have banned TikTok. Just saying, that should have been what
that would
happened.
have been the legacy of the past 4 years is him banning TikTok.
Yes.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't get it.
Exactly.
What is up with that? What happened to that?
It was-
Why
Somebody
did that
bought
happen?
it.
Dude,
I don't
it was like
remember
Microsoft or
Yeah,
something.
somebody.
I thought
But-
they were thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either
And
that or
the-
Trump just
the
couldn't get it
memes,
through.
the memes though, ironically they were TikTok videos, but it was like, Charlotte D'Amelio after TikTok gets deleted and she's just like in McDonald's like throwing around the burgers.
It would be like pictures of like McDonald's workers like crying.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like these kids, oh my god, it's like especially the guys like
Yeah, they just
like,
don't have to work ever.
Like, the girls are like pretty like accurate when it comes to like teenage girls. A lot of
Yeah.
girls are like that. A lot of girls are all like flash, all
Yeah.
like I just want to look pretty.
Yeah.
And whatever. But
Yeah.
the guys like, dude, they would get absolutely punched. In
Oh,
the
yeah.
mouth.
No, dude.
Just for like just for existing.
Yeah.
The way that they do.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys experienced the same social media feed that I did. But do you guys remember when Billie Eilish turned 18?
Oh my god.
It's like
People are disgusting. People are disgusting.
They were waiting. Like they
Yes.
like they couldn't say.
It was
anything.
like-
My birthday. I think
It was like
I think
there was like
a stat.
there was countdowns. It's like come on.
You know that. You know the.
It's so bad.
There's like the thing that you can look up on Google that like shows you how like what searches spiked on what.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like,
And it was like on
Billie
her
Eilish
birthday.
boobs.
Yeah. Billie Eilish nude just through the roof, dude.
That's horrible.
I'm laughing, but like it's so.
It's so
It's so
bad.
bad.
I remember that day too.
That's
Yeah.
still pedophilia. I don't even
Because it
care.
was
Yeah.
trending. It was like, oh, Billie Eilish turned 18. So like you go on, you click on the trend. It's just like finally, You're like
so-
whoa, dude, whoa, what? And it's just like
my
it's so
gosh.
blatant. Like people, I remember when Brennan, he's on the JV basketball team, and we were playing a school, and like, they had the student section right at the end of the away of the at least it's not away basketball you switch sides, but
Yeah.
they had the student section on like right behind one of the hoops. And it's the fourth quarter. We're down by 2 points. We have like 30 seconds left. Brennan.
The bad thing about this too.
Foul, and
It wasn't just a two. No. We were losing by 1 point. We were losing by
so
1
you
point.
didn't even need to get both of them.
Yeah, no. We were losing by 1 point. I shot a 3-pointer because time ran out. Okay. I got fouled while shooting the 3.
Oh, so we had no time left.
We had no time left.
Oh my god.
I got fouled while I was shooting the 3. So I had 3 free throws. All I
Three.
had to do was make 1. All I had to do was make 1.
Yeah.
And the student section behind the backboard all just had printout pictures of bricks. Every single student. And they were yelling brick.
Just rubbed it in his face. And little freshman Brennan was just like,
Dude, I was so scared. I was on the JV basketball team. I was like, I have a chance to prove myself here. And then just bricks were shoved in my face and I missed every shot. I cried for like 30 minutes after that game because I was like, I
Did
can't.
you just have to
believe-
make one?
I had to make 1, and I missed all 3.
however many it was, he missed
3.
No, that's
Three.
that's what it was. We didn't lose the game. We tied because in freshman and JV you don't go to overtime.
Oh, okay.
So all I had to do was make 1 to win the game, and I missed all 3 of them.
Wow.
That was funny. It was funny. And then right after that, Brennan was so depressed that he decided to harass and
I did not harass anyone. I did not harass anyone.
Whoa.
Not sexually. Alright.
No.
Just, you did harass her though.
No, I literally. Somebody told me to yell a
Not
name.
physically, but you harassed her.
Somebody told me to yell a name that.
No, you knew. You knew. They told you. They told you.
No,
You
no.
yelled the name, and then they told you that it was one of the names of the church.
Yes.
And then you're like, hey, I don't know her name. Let's just call her Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, and then she looks over, and then she's like super uncomfortable, and then the freaking.
Your principal
the
comes.
coach tells the principal, and the principal walks over, and you can't say anybody. I'm like, dude, we just said her name.
No, but dude, in my defense, I didn't know that this the person that was telling me to yell the name, I figured that the person knew her. So then I was like, had no problem with it, because if not, I don't like to make people feel uncomfortable. I wouldn't have done it.
Nah, dude. No, that's the biggest mistake. You can't give somebody your name. So I don't know if you've ever played Call of
Well, it was on
Duty.
the back of their
Dude,
things.
Yeah, that was.
If you play Call of Duty and you say any of the people's name in your party,
Hey, Josh, hey,
Yeah.
hey, Josh, how you doing, Josh? You're just like,
it's like,
"Dude,
yeah, Josh, you suck. Come on, Josh. We're like, because we're like, you just be like, oh, come on, Josh, and then
you're
you're like,
like-
yeah, step it up, Josh, come on. And then it's just like, you just feel so defeated.
Everyone just starts roasting that person.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know why we thought this was a good idea, because in middle school, like, I was, like, near the top of my class. Like, not to brag or anything,
Weird
but
flex, but okay.
I was pretty smart, whatever. No, literally middle school,
hear that,
you
ladies?
just do your homework and then you get good grades. That's all you have to do. Anyway, so it was me and then my friend, who's also very intelligent. We're like, we have a project, a group project. For some reason, I don't know how this happened, but we got Brennan involved. And Brennan is not on the same level.
No, I am going to 100% defend myself here.
Let me finish.
Go ahead and finish.
Okay, so the whole year, because this is a year-long project, the whole year. Hey, Brennan, this is your slide. All right, Brennan, you're going to do these slides. They do blank, like, the whole time. They do blank.
Yeah.
And me and this other kid are, like, way ahead of the curve. Like, we're doing everything. I get it. We worked on it more than we probably should have. We didn't have a lot. But, like, we still set deadlines. Like, just do this one slide, like, by this date. And Brennan wouldn't do it. And then, so eventually, my friend was like, I don't care. I'm just going to do all the slides for him. So he does all the slides. And then Brennan...
No.
Brennan deletes all the slides, and then...
It's the other way around.
No.
It's the other way around. Because the night before, I do them.
No,
yes, I do them.
And
yes, exactly. This is what happened.
Oh, wait.
The night before, I have like 5 or 6 slides that I have to do. So then I do them, and the next day I remember being so pissed because Clay just deleted all of my work.
Brennan, you're so bad at keeping people's names out of...
Oh, whatever.
Clay's a public figure. If you go on Twitter, dude, he's a public figure. He's probably... You'll know his name one day.
Anyway, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. But
yeah, Clay did the slides first. You deleted them and then put them with nothing was capitalized. There was no periods. You couldn't even capitalize your own name. I'm like, oh my God, Brennan. I'm like...
No, because the reason why I know that it was the other way around was because I went and talked to Mr.
No.
Our teacher, and he ended up giving me he ended up giving me the full grade because I went and explained how I did do the work because he could check.
You did not.
I did do the work, and it was just they deleted it because they didn't think it was good enough.
What time is it right now? He's probably. I will call Clay right now. I will call him.
And he will side with you, but I know exactly what happened because I got a full grade for this because of the fact that you guys deleted my work.
All right.
Oh God, this is they're about to try to prove me wrong, but I know I'm right here.
Okay, Clay, are you busy right now?
No.
Okay. You're on the podcast, but I have a very important question.
Okay.
So, do you remember the 8th grade state project where we made all those slides with Brennan, right?
Yes.
Okay. Isn't this the correct timeline of events? Brennan doesn't do any of his work. And so you get fed up with him, so you do all the slides for him. And then he goes and deletes all of your work and puts his he puts all of his own crappy work instead. And then we were both like, are you kidding me? Like, are you dumb? Like, that happened, right?
Yes.
No, Clay, it was the other way around. I waited till the night before to do it, and then I did it, and then you guys hated how I did it, so then you guys deleted my work and put your guys' work in. Which makes more sense? Which would make more sense?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. No, Brennan, you are very... Okay, I don't want to keep you, Clay. Thank you for taking my side.
Yes, of course.
All right. Yeah, I know we know what was going on.
Is this getting published?
Yes.
Well, thank you for having me on the show.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, maybe one day you could be on it for realsies, but yeah. Thank you for your input.
Of course.
See you later.
See ya.
See, I told you.
Okay, but listen, what would make more sense for me to go into something that's already done, to me seeing it and saying, oh, I don't have to do anything, to just delete it and do it anyway?
Brennan, if I had a nickel for every time that you did something that didn't make sense, I would be rich. Jeff Bezos would be crying about how rich
whose
I am.
slides ended on
Clay's
Clay's
they
slide?
ended up going back and deleted my stuff.
I don't know how the end. To be fair, I don't remember how the end result went, but I know I know.
Okay, if it was Clay's work, he would probably remember having to redo all of his work again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would know if they got deleted or not, and he just said they did.
I mean, you probably could. Clay's pretty smart, so he probably reverted because you can in Google you can go to different instances of the project.
Yeah.
So he probably just did that. But I don't think he did that because I remember this so vividly, being so upset. Like, Brennan, why would you delete the finished work, like the finished project? You can't just come in the last minute, do a shit job, because think about it, this is all of our grade. Like,
Yeah.
So if Brennan comes in and just doesn't like puts in the like shit effort into our project, it's gonna make it look bad. And yeah, to be fair, we did be like, hey, Mr. History teacher, Brennan didn't do it. Because we were mad. We're like, Brennan, do your work, and he just wouldn't do it. And Brennan, he won't even attest to the fact that he did none of his work throughout middle school.
I'm telling you right now, I didn't do any of it until the night before, and I did it, and then the next day it was all deleted.
See, the thing is the reason I don't believe that is because I remember sitting in our group talking about it when we were actively working on the project. So I don't think it was finished.
The day of?
Yeah.
No, it was finished because we all got A's on it. We all got A's.
I just feel like I don't know. I'm pretty sure 2 beats 1, and your track record
whatever.
is pretty crappy.
Yeah.
You guys can
I
believe
don't-
them.
I mean, I don't know who to believe, but I know.
If you believe me, or if you believe Brennan over me, that's
No. I'm saying I'm trying to make my point.
Go ahead.
Brennan was bald, so
Brennan was bald twice.
that's my reasoning.
Brennan went bald because he did.
That's my reasoning for why I think that Ethan's probably right.
No.
Brennan
That was
was-
7th grade. That was 7th grade.
No,
you were
I'm not
bald
saying you
in
were
eighth
bald
grade
at the
too.
time. I'm just
You were
saying
bald in
that.
8th grade too.
Yeah, but that was for a different reason.
I know, but you're still bald in 8th grade.
Okay, why do we have to bring
So
up the
he
fact
was
that I was
bald
bald?
because he got a C, and then when his hair came back, he was like, "Finally, I have my hair back, so I'm gonna fuck it up by making a blonde strip down the middle. A blonde strip down the. He bleached his hair down the middle.
My mom did. Okay, I
Oh,
did not want that. I did not want
ran
that.
out of
And now he
bleach.
parts it down the middle.
She ran out
She
of
didn't
bleach.
run out of bleach. She did not run out of bleach. The story is she started doing it, and then halfway through, she was like, "You
This
know
looks
what?"
like dog
She was
shit.
like, "No." She was like, "You know what? We're just gonna do this part, just in case you don't like it." That was her exact words. So she just stopped.
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
I think
You didn't tell her, "Go, Mom, just please finish the job, please."
She stopped, and then because she was like, "I don't want to do the whole thing, just in case you don't like the color."
Why
And it
didn't
was
you
like,
just tell her yo, I don't
if
care.
that was
My
the
hair
if that
looks
was
like dog shit.
if that was the
Please finish
case,
it."
you should have just dyed my tips blonde, just like the frosted
That would have
tips.
looked so bad.
But like,
oh my god.
not really,
Frosted
not
tips.
really.
You know, Brendan,
People-
at least
people
yours,
do that
the
all-
thing is,
all the time.
At least yours was noticeably funny bad.
Yeah.
Frosted tips, everybody 100%.
croissant. I kind of like
Everybody
that.
100% would have thought you were
Croissant.
homosexual and not in the nice, accepting way, and you're in middle school and everyone hates gay people way. We have a picture. I don't
No,
know.
put it
Nick,
down, put it
Nick,
down, put it
can
down.
you somehow get that picture and put it in the post? Here's Brennan. Boom. If you can, if it's not there, that's fine. But
Hopefully, yeah, I'll find it.
it's on the internet. It's on Instagram.
Where is that at? I thought there weren't any pictures of that anywhere.
I can even provide you a picture of him being bald. Here's 7th grade. I don't know if I can find an 8th grade picture.
You know what? I'm actually
I
okay
know-
with this because
I know the 7th grade picture. I can find.
I feel
it
like-
for sure.
I feel like
It's gonna be
I can-
there if I find it.
I feel like I can imagine a milestone episode where the thumbnail will be all the versions of Brennan, and we just go through Brennan's life.
Just go.
We
tell
just-
us-
bro, we don't have time in one episode for that.
I know it's a special. That's why I say a special occasion.
It's a 10-hour
Yeah.
10-hour special.
This unlocked like a new memory in my brain. I remember.
Oh God, no.
I remember.
Can we save it for another episode?
No, this memory is so funny because it was probably freshman year. It was I think it was towards the end. I don't remember, but we go to Taco Bell. It was me, Brennan, and these 2 or 3 other guys. And during this time, it was that was the era of playing What Are the Odds?
Mhm.
Oh, what are the odds?
Oh
you do
yeah,
this,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I remember
And then
that.
you say what are the odds out of 5 or something?
I remember that.
You say the same number. If you say the same number, you do it. And then, so we're going around, we're doing it, whatever. And then one of our friends was we gave him the what are the odds that you go up to the what are the odds you go up to the cash register or whatever the cashier and say this thing, this absurd completely just like one of the dumbest things you can
Yeah.
possibly say, right? Just to be as embarrassing as possible.
Yeah.
But I had to do it with Brennan. It was really funny. So of course, he ends up saying it like the same number. So like he has to go up and do it. I just remember standing off to the side with my camera, just filming it, and just the way he said it, he was like, so the lady's just like, all right, how can I help you? And he's like, you see that guy in the white shirt over there? And then she's like, okay. And he's like, yeah, he sent a video of himself jacking himself to the guy in the grave.
That was what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent a video of himself jacking the guy in the grave. And then
And then walked away.
he has
That was
like
it.
this signature like stupid look on his face that like if you know him, like you can probably envision what I'm talking about. He just like puts his face out, just kind of like, and then just
walks away. That's it.
Okay, and then walks away, and the lady's just like,
She just stands there, and that was it.
we're just sitting there, dying. Like, look, kids are dumb. Like,
Yeah.
if I look at a freshman now, I'm like, these guys are so stupid. Like, they're not funny. But it's like, I gotta say, we had some comedic talent in our grade. I don't know why. Maybe it's just nostalgia. Maybe it's like maybe we weren't actually funny, but that I was crying, dude. I wish I still had that video. It's lost of time because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to. I know like how to save videos on Snapchat, so I was just gone for everything. Yeah, Brennan being publicly humiliated. It's
Yeah.
just pointed right over to him.
Dude,
and it's like he's the
so
only one in
bad.
the white shirt, so it was like we knew.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah.
No, it was. I was wearing a tank top. It was the white tank
Oh
top.
God.
Brennan's tank top.
That guy over there on the white tank top. Yep, that was.
Wow.
That was a good story. That was a good time.
Thank you for listening. I know this was a different episode. We kind of touched on a little bit more serious topics. We didn't have Zach, and we didn't have a guest. Hopefully, we should be getting guests soon, and we're in a new area. Don't worry, we'll be back soon for the next episode. Check out all the things we're available on. We're available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Thank you, Anchor, for being amazing and letting us put our podcast on your platform. And yeah. Are you going to say it, Brennan?
What? The OGs signing off.
I can't believe we made